Got a flat tire. I patched one nail. It looks like we got another. Drove this truck to Texas and Georgia, and traveling all over for the holidays. So I guess we picked up a few nails. Thank God we didn't get stranded. This is torqued at 150. This rigid half-inch impact takes it right off. Alright, so I got this 56-piece heavy-duty tire repair kit that says Boulder Tools. Okay, got this on Amazon. I like it because it's got a heavy grip and it's got a little push tool here so you can push the plug in better. Nice heavy-duty hole puncher. Comes with pliers, those pliers. Comes with Schrader valves, a valve puller. Comes with extra caps and a whole bunch of plugs. Comes with some grease. Okay, got some nice grease there. So, used it before and I like it because the handles don't break. I've bought the cheaper ones, and heavy duty is the only way to go. So, all right. Been having trouble finding this leak because this is a very, very small leak. I found the bigger one, so I'm just gonna spray some soapy water. See if I can find it. Not a big nail. Here we go. Let's find some bubbles here, huh? I don't have a tub to dunk it in. I could cut up a hot water heater and do it, but I got soapy water here, so why not? What is that? Alright, where are you, plug? Where are you, hole? Holy, 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 where are you, bully bubblies? Up, up, there it is. I found it. Found my bubbles. This is how you find a gas leak. That sucker's tiny, huh? There it is. Alright. Let's get my plug here. And the plug kit. Alright. And let's plug it. Alright, this is no small nail. It's just buried. It was hard to see, so this is a pretty big nail. Wow, look at that. It's like a piece of steel or something. That's a big piece of steel. Well, let me stop talking, let me plug it. Alright, so I got my hole puncher in there. You always want to punch the hole in first. Make sure there's air in here. Makes it a lot easier. If the tire is flat, it's going to make it that much harder. And then I'm going to get this ready to rock and roll. Because as soon as I pull that out, I got to push this in. And I can't hold the camera and push this in, so I'm just going to take a little quick pause here and plug the tire. Now, if you can get a patch, that's going to be better than a plug. If you don't have time, you can just put a plug in it. It's not easy. Pushing this plug in is not easy. Neither is making the hole. You got to be pretty strong to push this in. Okay? So sometimes when it gets stuck on a metal wire inside the rubber, you can use a rubber mallet and just tap it in. You don't want to use a metal hammer because this is just cast aluminum. You can flip it upside down and push the tire on it, but these plugs are not easy to put in, so use your body weight and push on them. Sometimes they're easy depending on the hole, or if you get the little clip, the little plug stuck on a wire, this little opening here, sometimes that gets stuck on a wire and you're just fighting with metal inside the tire. So we just keep playing with it here. So I get the plug all the way in, so I can just cut a little bit off. If I can't get 90% of that plug in there, I'm not going to drive on it. I'll try pushing a little bit. Slowly going in. You don't want to push this down yet until you pull it. So you push this down and then you pull the handle out, keeping the plug inside. Then you get a knife and you trim it off, make it flush. Alright, so this worked for me. So I got it in 90%. Just enough so it won't be inside the tire and enough for me to cut it off. So this is 1/2-inch galvanized pipe. I was able to put it in these handles here, give me a better grip on it, more leverage, and I was able to put enough weight to push it through. So, I mean, you might be able to even put a drill to take this. Let me show you here. You might even be able to put this on a drill and turn it inside the tire if you can't put enough weight on it to push it in. So I don't think that would damage the plug, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just a little more cautious. This Boulder tool here, 1/2-inch galvanized pipe or nipples, get a couple of nipples and give you a nice grip. So if you're stranded somewhere, also use these for bottle jacks. So if you got a little bottle jack, you don't like using those little pipes they give you, you can cut a piece of pipe, keep it in the truck to patch the plug and to use it to jack up the truck with the bottle jack. And that's pretty much it now. So I'm going to pull this out without taking the plug out. This was in pretty tight, so I'm not worried about the plug coming out. Alright, I'm going to spray it again with soapy water. Try and use Dawn. Dawn has makes it much better for finding leaks and using some cheap soap. It's just a spray bottle, about 20% soap and the rest water. Good for gas leaks. Let's see if we got any more bubbles. See any more bubbles? I'm going to pump it up to 45 and then test it again. I'm going to cut it and then test it again But it looks like we're good. Like I said, if you can get a patch, it is going to be much better than this plug. I've seen how they install the patches from the inside and they pull it out. That is a much more secure way to patch the tire. This is roadside during emergency, and if you don't want to bother with your flat, or if you don't have a flat, or if the flat is flat, or if there's two tires that are flat, you use the spare and you still need to patch your tire, this is the way to go. Alright, so we got the plug cut. See it right here. It looks ugly. It's uglier than a patch, but it's holding. So I'm going to pump it up to 45, check it again, and I'll check overnight in the morning, make sure it is not leaking. And when you put your rim back on, make sure the lip is sealed before you tighten it down. And these impact drills are stronger than 150, so just a light tap and then torque it down later. And don't ever use a torque wrench on plastic wheel covers. Take off the socket, screw it on by hand. And that's it, folks. Alright, so now we're going to fill up the tire we just plugged. Of course, you're not going to have an air compressor on the side of the road, but alright, I got one. See how fast it takes to fill up. I'm running this on a generator in the back of the truck. Got this wheel, sometimes with too high of a voltage, it pops the fuse. When I do jackhammering, it'll pop the fuse. But I love this wheel from Lowe's. Yeah, I got that from Lowe's. Can't find it anywhere else. So we're at 125. So it looks like it's a little above 200. I'll keep the tool at 130, 140, that's fine. And I just got a new power cord from Sam's Club, 56 bucks. American made, lifetime warranty, and I saw some brand new cords at Lowe's and Home Depot. They were pretty high. They were like 100 bucks. And that fit on the reel, barely. You can only find that reel at Lowe's. Like I said, it's not for high voltage. It's not for 20 amps. It pops, the little fuse pops out. But just for storing the cord, it is very handy. Well, back at our tire, we want to get to 45. And I got this test gauge, because all my air fillers, they keep breaking. Air fillers, there's so many junky air fillers out there. I can't find a good one. They all break. Maybe because I have too high a setting on the compressor. Alright, so let's fill this up. Let's see what I got. It's like at 20, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's not even at 20. It was really low. Take 51, so I'll bring it to 45, 46. It says 30 on it. Let's see. Still inaccurate. Not too bad. I like to be accurate. I don't like tires blowing up in my face. Says it's at 40 now. About 5 psi above the cruise psi. Almost 10 above the psi. That's where we're at. So it's at 30. This is saying 40. So that's why I have so many new air gauges. Can't find a good one. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright. Almost at 40. And then we'll get to between 40 and 45. Between 40 and 50. One, 42, a little bit more. How much? There we go. Just above 40. So I'll keep it at that. And we'll test it again. I'm going to put some soapy water on it. Soapy water on it. See if we get any more bubbles. No more bubbles, then we're good. I'm going to drop the tire, take the jack down, wait a few more hours, and we'll test it again. Then I'll spray it again in the morning and check the tire pressure. Alright, so now that I got the tire jacked down, there's the bottle jack. So I used a 1/2-inch galvanized pipe as a handle to use the bottle jack. And I think the 2001 Suburbans are at 140. Yeah, this is set for 140. See if you can see it there. Yep. So it's zeroed out at 140. And then I'll torque this down. I'll go around, torque it, and then I'm going to check tire pressures on all the other tires. And we should be good to go. That's it. So we're going to hear that little click. Once we hear that click, then we know it's at 140. All right.